See, there is something going on with Hansi Flick team, where say if people don't take Hansi Flick's Barca serious this season, something will happen. And this season, Spanish La Liga, like something really deep, go down to the wire, bang for bang, goal for goal, win for win. Charlie, it's going to be something because near Madrid, Ubona Barca, and two teams, and say there is something specific that is peculiar to each of them that is pushing them. Charlie. After the win of Barcelona versus Real Oviedo, they were throwing man Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Charlie, don't subscribe to the channel already. Watch it. You are missing out, especially if you're a Barca fan or Chelsea fan, Madrid fan, whatever football fan. And I say, because I know unya so enjoy analysis you send the odds because you 13 odds and 14 odds about boom. I don't understand why you waste time on other places. It's your best place for football analysis. You get the best analysis and you make good money as well. 13 odds and 14 odds today here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Every morning, quotes know what the description of the video. Description of the video. I want to quote in our Hi Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Let me say a quick thank you. Quick one to Yesumo Spare Parts dealership shop. Ghana hanging car spare parts and quality Yesumo. See, honor the best guy. Jina Madna friend 059 313 8221. 059 313 8221. For Yesumo Sisia, don't take very, very good care of you, Pana Bibia, and kama pie on. Mutariana ope. Correct shirts, tops, apparel, shoes, slippers, BBR. Then there's a guy I know for you. Oh, to do my TJ on to do one. Maybe a to do market one. Maybe a flower station. Oh, to do no. And a MOB clothing. The best place for clothes plug. On the number no. On so any nationwide delivery. General man fast at chro. For pen or paper 0200 668 708 0200 668 708. Fragile CC and mommy on my mount fast. Na BBI come. Why am I here today? See, it is Spanish La Liga midweek. And now Madrid are Bergum. And it was a game where we said, oh, Madrid they quite away. Let's see if they can. Tell you no. Levante, quick, Madrid got a job done. Then they had to prepare for a game on Babebo the Madrid derby because the Wanda Metropolitano this weekend. Though, and a Wanda Metropolitano no game no Barca. And then Madrid for the ball match Barca has to play today. And if you look at how the game unfolded, I want to say the Hansi Flick Barca team, how all team, how they play some level notches or two higher above opponents every time they step on the field of play, even when their backs are against the wall. Levels I've not seen Barca in recent time. See, it is different from last season level though. Baby Barca was Siano. And last season Barcelona now okay, I'm a match or 3, 4, 5 derby. We a different level. Everyone they are not playing so well. They have injuries. Lewandoski 100% on starting. But you see, the team is so complete to the extent that baby, you get players coming in to get a result. See, actually, I needed to do this before we move on to them. I mean, the fast now for the end to us. So, say, oh, you're a foreign person, uni Ghana. Now, maybe your coach, not be a council, but what struggle you the coach the two on my own team because a coach keke. Now ope say okay they be an yamao screenshots of the Mr. A foreign numbers and quite accept to a group with him. So now man in your foreigner will not accept you. As simple as that. Foreign people. And just for us to know say nipa kwani a foreigner, whatever you do, say number of contacting nipa no WhatsApp and friend contacting you are going to, he will show you how you will make some payments. Who your payments need we are son of the worker group name. Maybe born in number my friend Albert. Friend Albert on 0555 752270 0555 752270. This will be the last one 0555 752270. Friend, this is here if you are abroad. Open codes maybe maybe 14 odds, 13 odds, when you be in the UPBR, then you go to Albert. Nyame can say when Barca went away to go and play against Real Oviedo this season, Barca have struggled in certain games. And the good thing is that almost every time Barca backs are against the one, I say, Baba, normal. Oh, okay, I say Barca one any area. oh, okay, team ne Barca, but oh, me, Barca will turn it around. And that's exactly what they are doing. Only said this season, Barca conceded goals against Levante 2-0. A team that had been promoted to the Spanish La Liga this season. Real Oviedo is same from the Spanish La Liga. And they started ball now. Barca for the ball high line. Only say Barca ball high line there. As our branch friend Juan Garcia, Mbappe sweepy high line. That's his job as a goalkeeper that plays as a sweeper goalkeeper. Now, Barca almost ball long ball to high line. Our branch friend Juan Garcia came out to come and clear the lines. Oba's clear lines, no, he controlled it, chested it, but the pass now able to restart play for Football Club Barcelona was the good one. Then Omobo Bonesinechi 1-0. And it was somewhere around the 30th minute zero about our first half him. And I make a check and say, Charlie, the way Barca follow a year your mano, Oman Sheni here, they are probably going to lose this match or at best they will draw. Especially so Oman taking in the first half. Masa, we went to halftime. Hansi Flick, see, thumbs up to him. Thumbs up to Hansi Flick. Because immediately he went into the halftime, he changed something. He changed Marc Casado and then brought in a branch of friend Frankie de Jong adding. Because in a game like this, our only order from now we hear certain level of control. No, I will be in a game. We will be calm. And now feel now about Bobby or Jitri Kakra, now feel no. You need somebody who is calm, collected, cool, or betting your control game. And that is why Hansi Flick at a branch of friend Frankie de Jong Babeshimo. For me, immediately I saw a branch of friend Frankie de Jong, I told myself that Barca for now going to turn it around. Immediately I saw Frankie, and I'm saying, Barca be turning around. And and of course, the game started. Then control. Barcelona will push up. Kubasi beko, Arao beko. Then aka Frankie Wechre, no control game. The ball went outside. They crossed into the face of goal. After the Eric Garcia no about center back. You see, this is the things I keep on telling you. Hansi Flick ye BB. Like Flick ye BB or ye BB. That so one for Adrian Kowa. Like you underrate Barca this season, and then you are going to be in trouble. In fact, right now, Barca fans need to be crazy. They say no, unbeaten. There are certain level of Barcelona fans that believe strongly say this season unbeaten because of how they play the football. And you see, one thing again that is what this Barca team that people have not realized is that anytime that Barca play football this season, it's not hinged on one person. Last season there were 3 people that were controlling Barca's game. Say I'm for Rafinha, before Lamine Yamal. So I'm for Lamine Yamal, before Robert Lewandoski. Last season, you know. But this season, you know. Ronald Araujo showing the first goal in there. Spanish La Liga name. Eric Garcia was the man of the match. Tio. Then, Oko any more. At some point in time, Ubon se Ferran Torres babe both 2 goals like the last game. Ubon se Femi Lopez babe Pranobabe both goals against Valencia. Ubon se Marcus Rashford stepping up na game was just now so no but even on the there Danny Oman said mono you see say Marcus Rashford more ball even and Rafinha Husu. But the game there are a lot of other people that take responsibility when the team is in a dire place. Today was Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia, he made a difference for Football Club Barcelona. Obete Canimum, not see Canimum, you know, and check. Then they as he flick a change, a branch friend Rafinha brought on a branch friend Robert Lewandoski. See, people say that Robert Lewandowski is aging like fine wine, but it's exactly what it is. That is proper aging like fine wine. And yet, so after that Lewandoski meditates. No, you see, Lewandowski's own is that ball no mobi, but when the ball comes to Robert, he will turn it, he will get a job done. Goals now. That is exactly what our brand here, friend Robert Lewandowski. That is exactly what he does. And then when he came on, it was the same Frankie de Jong he didn't bear at halftime. And a couple half space cross on the right hand side. Or clipping one man, Robert Lewandowski. 2 things or height, 2, or the intelligence and understanding of space to get in front of you. Now, Lewandowski sure no matter who you are as a centre back, before I go now, Lewandowski Besheno. Now, a branch of friend Eric Bailly was probably in contention for man of the match. And Lewandowski shared him say Kim or saying him header, pam, and the goal was there. You see, these are some of the things that is going on at Football Club Barcelona. I said sometimes when I talk about it, people think so. Oh, happy Barca for one do omunyan to bas here. Now games the crowd puna finish start here season. Yeah, season you bit me. But in pring ubekaya. Yeah, international break first one by no. Hansi need to flex see the way any team need training at international break who be that. Like before then, they were being a little bit like lackadaisical. As some way mistake could be. Now for the bottom, there's certain level of unseriousness in them, and he is still. See, I saw something of Hansi Flick. You call after time they buy now. I'm here down by go to 0. Hansi Flick and touchdown. Like serious claim you. This is a mark of a serious coach. This is a mark of a coach that really wants to do the job. Like coach and he break, and he knows that they are Madrid for 1 year na kakra. Madrid Chue and Mbappe about 2 goals. Na Vini about 2 goals. Na ada gule creati. Na Franco Mastantuono 10. Jude Bellingham aba. Kamavinga aba. Like quality no Madrid team in him. Xabi Alonso after say Barcelona dropping points. No, only the also dropping points. There is Madrid derby. Imagine say Barca drop points before Madrid goes to play the Madrid derby. The Madrid derby no so Madrid Coco Biwa. Charlie. Because Madrid Kobo Madrid derby this weekend. Madrid derby no Kobo. Obetimi dropping points because derby, even in the bad state of team and friend Atletico de Madrid. Say Madrid any Atletico de Madrid it's a game that there can be something in it. For Atletico Madrid for no. It definitely they can go into that game and get something out of it. But in the case of Barcelona, when you real Oviedo nebo, newly promoted side, you cannot afford it. And Hansi Dieter Flick, Charlie, see, I see, one person again, Pau Kubasi, boy, no, he is not 18. I'm telling you, especially in defensive terms. You can't tell me, say, Abrante Feni Pau Kubasi, 18 years of age. You cannot tell me, Hansi Dieter Flick is a top manager. Because the way Pau Kubasi handle Solomon Rondon, say Rondon Mejibona 10, oh boy, it won't happen. On board ne ko se Rondon na pe na ofiachire kakra bi na konimu because there is proper center back that reads the game, finds danger, steps up and then makes it in the bad. It is essentially the highest level when it comes to being a top center back. I mean, who be that? Quality, proper football. I mean, imposing themselves in the game, understanding of the game, really making sure the ball or tiasie, and then he reads the game well. Also being very aggressive at that age because we need Solomon Rondon ever. Rondon was about Premier League, travel, South American boy, or to send your boss our games maybe. It's only a bonus one yesterday, one winning and yet dinner. Who was a born out body? Why your mistakes being at their dinner for the I cause you a whole lot of issues in 2 pesa, ubo. And that's exactly what Abrante Feni Pau Kubasi did on the night. That gave Barcelona that edge that I had to give them. See, this season in Spanish La Liga need to go down to the wire. Because what Barcelona are doing and what Hansi Dieter Flick team, no, I think that's good. For sure, the way Barca for any games but after the game, Robert Lewandoski did in Komobi. Lewandoski said, I have patience. I'm not in a rush. The season is very long. We have a lot of matches, and for me, the most important thing is when I play, I always want to do what I love, what I want to do, score goals and help my team. In the end, I feel now that I'm very good physical condition, and for the team as well, it's very important that we all stay hungry, injury-free, and then we stay stronger. That is what Robert Lewandowski eka. Now Lewandowski say, as always, do my job. That's exactly what I do when I go on the field of play. I was saying this thing. Say, before there was Erling Haaland, there was Robert Lewandowski. Because everything that you get in a center forward, whether it is movement, reading of the game, spatial occupation, clinical instincts in the box, aerial duels, ground duels, be that you want from a center forward, no, you will get it in Erling Haaland. Ubenyo Haaland, but the Robert Lewandowski showed traits of stuff like that before a certain Erling Haaland broke onto the scene. And that's exactly Abrante Feni Robert Lewandowski. He got a job done. Now Abrante Feni Ronaldo he gave credit to Abrante Feni Gavi or dedicated goal to Abrante Feni Pablo Gavi. Like we said, Pablo Gavi anyone saying something. Pablo hasn't been able to play for them. He's been out for a while now, and a record fresh out of him. Hansi Flick na make an new record out of form. Hansi Flick Arechi 50 wins as Football Club Barcelona manager. 50 wins. He is the third quickest manager in history to do so. Ali, Hansi Flick has transformed Barca. Only Barca for only didn't come on. That's what mechanical crack show. They will tell you that their lives under Xavi, it was always unsure. But this man entered the club and he hits the ground running. And you're taking the club to different levels, to levels where nobody can question how good they are. And in the Champions League, they are confident. In the Spanish La Liga, they are confident. Although Madrid for one, but then Barca for one, GD said, Charlie Bond, you bet me your man Bobby. And we see Robert Lewandoski again. Also, Oviedo plays good football. And in the first half, we had finishing problems. In the second half, we shot more, and in the end, we scored 3 goals. At the end of the preseason, I had an injury and needed more games to find my rhythm. I want to help the team score more. That is Robert Lewandoski. And again, like I said, the 2 players, Hansi Flick, and free bench, and the best side game. Frankie de Jong, and your brand friend Robert Lewandoski. Frankie de Jong, 8.1 in terms of ratings. That is what Frankie de Jong had. And our brand friend Robert Lewandoski, in your rating of 7.5. 2 players on the bench, they literally turned the game around for Brantia for Tima, your friend of Football Club Barcelona. Next game, Barca almost against the Real Sociedad, but may say Barca most of them home games for La Liga nim or the Johan Cruyff. Na Champions League, acquired the Montjuic, and we never cost or the Johan Cruyff and it's been one from the start of the season. Ronald Araujo looks like he's back and he's playing some good football. But Brantia friend Frankie de Jong, what a player! What a player Frankie de Jong is. You can't take anything away from Frankie de Jong. And I can't several times say young control game in fact calmness in Babbo. I thought it'd be because of the aesthetic nature of what Pedri Gonzalez does. We tend to give a lot of credit to our branch friend Pedri Gonzalez. But there is a man called Frankie de Jong. Charlie, he is doing a lot of wonders inside team, in Football Club Barcelona. They are Frankie de Jong here. They are Abrantia friend Robert Lewandoski. They are all of what they are doing over there. Abrantia friend Frankie de Jong and control and making sure Senyoma added that team friend Football Club Barcelona. Rashford's been quieter second half, but he's been important for the side, especially since moving to the right. He has been held the width to Pedri. I think that's something Barca needed on the right hand side because. Barca right, a Jules Kunde rather than was outside. And there isn't enough width when Barca are playing from there. Marcus Rashford moving when he could stretch play, hold the width in that area, and get the other players in between the lines, especially for our branch friend Frankie de Jong, who came into the right out space and then clipped the ball onto the head of our branch friend Robert Lewandoski. Players with the most La Liga goals scored since the start of 2022-2023 season. Robert Lewandoski, 71 goals. Hi, Charlie. Lewandoski pa minim team bi England London omunya Lewandoski a on be ya de kitwe bi kombe pono kitwe but adwuma no omu Nicolas Jackson adwuma den Lewandoski Alexander Solo 56 goals, Ante Bodeme 47 goals. These are the top 3 attackers of Spanish La Liga name since the 2022-2023 season, and that's exactly what Robert Lewandoski is doing over him. And again, pressing Pedri is a waste of time. That's what people have been saying. Zamaza, Pedri, say press resistant, or press resistant, move press resistant. You don't have to go and press him. Pressing how there is a boy called Pedri. Juma, Fiifi-Manfred. Frankie de Jong equals Ronald Koeman as the second Dutchman with the most Barca appearances. It means that Johan Cruyff record no and Frankie de Jong definitely is going to chase it and make sure say Obabaye the next Barca player, Obabaye the first Dutch player to have the most game time when it comes to Tima, when it comes to playing a lot of games for Tima, your friend. Football Club Barcelona. It's very, very interesting. Say Barca for a bit me and and of course Frankie de Jong and then call for a bit me when it comes to things that have happened Dutch football and the things that have gone on from there. Has been a very, very good one. In the last 4 games Spanish La Liga your friend Marcus Rashford was 2 goals and then 2 assists. 4 goal contributions for Marcus Rashford. 3 goals to 1 Oko Barca one of my amateur Victoria for Football Club Barcelona games they've won an important game. It sets the Spanish La Liga wide open for a lot of conversations. Why is it going to be Football Club Barcelona? Is it going to be Real Madrid? Who is it going to be? It's going to be very important when it comes to this one. Let me rush you quickly Charlie. And a party when the horse in your 13 horse and a 14 horse. Charlie, like when they be party, I don't know what you've done to yourself. I don't know how you've missed out on this. Like, I don't know. Honestly speaking, I don't know. If you are not taking these codes, I don't know, because it is a proper team that sits down, does the analysis, and then pick up these codes, well research ones, and give it there for you to go on there and then go and win something. When it comes to the games now, I want to know what ESPN I can't about Barca game, and what they had to say in terms of the games. The Barcelona players wore shirts supporting Gavi in his knee injury just before the game started. That is exactly what Team Friend Football Barcelona players in the lead up to this one. Of course, Barca want to show all the love that they have to show to our brand friend Pablo Gavi. I'm sure say by now you're ready 28 minutes more, and of course we'll be able to wrap up in everything that we've been able to do from there. I mean, quality stuff from Football Club Barcelona and everything that you've been able to do. Yeah, Mom, congratulations. It's been a very good one in a game that was going to be a little bit difficult. Of course, Barca for let's wrap up over here. I'll bring you some more analysis of Barca games. Until then, do take care. Bye-bye.